Alright, you guys, so I have my sister here. Her and me went out to do estimates, and so we're gonna be sharing today the 5 things that would help someone do an estimate for house cleaning. So, Michelle, the first one is blank paper. Personally, for me, I think blank paper at the very beginning of an estimate is really needed, just because this helps me specifically write down all my notes without having to think to make it look nice and cute. What about you, Michelle?
Yeah, depending on what you're going to go and give an estimate, I think it's good to write down the areas, the notes of the customer, what their concerns are, as well as just making a note of things that maybe they don't like or something they've had previously of experience in their service before. That way you have it on note and you know to inform your crew or whoever's going to be going to do the service of those expectations and what they're not looking for and what they are looking for in the service.
Yeah, so this way you write all your notes on there without having to think twice about it. You just keep writing, especially because when you go do an estimate, they always just bring you around the house without letting you think or see the areas. You just keep writing,
and you can always go back to it and make sure, like, oh, she doesn't want this area to be done or touched at all. That way you make sure to inform people this area is not to be touched.
Exactly. The second thing that you really need is a portfolio. I feel like if you have a house cleaning business specifically, we have to tend to have a lot of documents showing what's included of this, what's included of that, or etc. And if you have a portfolio, it helps you actually express a little bit more towards the customer without having to look very messy.
More organized. And so the one we use is this one here. We have the contract here in the front, and then if you don't want it and you just want to use the blank paper, you put it down here, and then in the inside you can lock it up, and then like this would be the
what's included. Yeah,
the forms and your pens and papers you can add in there. That way you're not just all grabbing it like this.
Yeah. So in regards to that portfolio, the third thing, what was it, Michelle?
This contract agreement.
Contract. What we were just explaining. So we went to do this customer, and the customer asked us what's included to the basic and the deep clean. What's the difference? So in this one, the blue one is a deep cleaning price, and then the next one, which is the yellow, is a basic cleaning. And as you can see, there's a list provided to the customer so they know what's going to be included. Any additional details is surrounding the area, and then what's included in the areas is also listed on the side.
And then on the back has the terms and conditions, and then just the signature for agreement if they do decide to continue with the service or want to continue services.
So this way, when the customer comes talk to you about it after they've thought about your service or your estimate, they can look at the terms and conditions and be informed about what we expect out of them and what they expect out of us. Because once the customer sees the contract, they can't change their mind on what they said that day. So for example, there's some customers where they'll be like, I want these 3 bedrooms, but don't include this bedroom. And then when you actually give them the quote and you come out there and do the house cleaning, they're like, but why didn't you do the extra bedroom? And if we have the actual copy that we gave them, then we can express them that this is what the price was priced at for 3 bedrooms. But if you want to include the extra bedroom, we can add it on. And this way the customer doesn't feel like, oh, but you guys are lying to me. No, we have proof that that's what we agreed upon. Yeah. Something that can help you guys when you guys are doing an estimate for house cleaning is cake. Now, you don't necessarily need it, but we use it whenever we are feeling very stuck. When an estimate is coming up and we just don't know how to price it, this page called Cape Booking System, they has a booking system where you can put in your areas of the home, the condition of the home, and based on your expenses and based on your salary and based on the employee salary and based on your how much you actually want to win, it creates a cost for that home. And so if you are having difficulty giving out a quote or whatever, that would be the best option to go for.
So this is what the app looks like when you go inside. Let me see if I can brighten it up there. It'll show up like this. Not only can you use it to create estimates, but If you are a business that offers services, you can come on here, register online, and your business will be added to the list of services where people can find a service near them. So they just look up the service type, beauty, cleaning, carpet cleaning, city, the zip code, they'll search it up and you will pop up there. If you are interested in registering your business, it's completely free. When you do use it for the estimates, you go here where it says business login. You put in your information. If you haven't created an account, you just go to business registration. It's completely free. You get added to that list of services, and you can add in your information here of the type of service you offer.
And if in case you are interested in the estimates that we have here that we showed you, this is the application we use. So this is how it looks like when you go to residential. It has the buttons to go directly to either recurring, a one-time move out, Airbnb, and a bunch of other options you can explore if in case you're looking for more help in creating an estimate, making sure that you're giving out a good estimate to that customer. I hope that helps you guys if in case you're having any trouble, just to get yourself started and understanding how to quote. The last one is space. Now, Michelle, you explain why you think that would be best.
Sometimes when you're trying to make the quote and there's just too much going on, sometimes I prefer to go outside or just step in the car for a minute, let the customer know that we'll be taking a second and then we'll be coming back just to get to collect all our thoughts and the information we gathered, so there's no interruptions or any type of mistakes we make along the way while we're there with the customer, or we feel too nervous that they're there watching us.
Yeah, so my mom taught me how to do estimates, and she usually would do it right there and then, because for her it would be like this pressure on top of her, right? But it would just be my mom and my dad, and when I would be there with them, I would have to talk to the customer, make conversation while she's trying to create a quote. But when you go out there and do an estimate, because I had to go do it by myself and my mom stopped going with me, I felt like it was just too much pressure to like have a conversation and also give out an estimate. So what I did was I told the customer, hey, I'm finished taking in the notes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna step outside and then I'll give you the quote in a few minutes. And sometimes they'll be like, you can sit right here, but sometimes that gives you that feeling of pressure that you have to finish faster. But if you're in your car or you're stepping outside just to take a moment, you analyze what you posted and what you thought about the home and the condition it's in, and then you put it into, if you use Kate booking system like we do, we put in the areas, the condition that it's in, and then if we see the quote that's exactly what we're looking for, then we express it through paper. But if we notice that the price is a little too high, maybe there was something that we overestimated, and so then we go back to change the cost of maybe profit, and then that's when we give out the price that we feel is best for our business. But I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave a comment below.